To my counter be visible, instead of printing sample text, I want to print the int counter variable instead to see the values. Let's go to the Word and run the macro. Okay. I say 5 times. It is starting from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe 3. And even, of course, we could make much more. 100. Start from 1 in the very top. Allow me to scroll at 1, 2, 3, and going to 100. Allow me to remove these contents. Go to the Visual Basic. So now we will see the counter. How about if we want to generate only the odd numbers or every time jump 2 times? Of course, we could do something like that. Every time after printing, I could add 1 to my variable. I could say int counter equal the previous value plus 1. That's gonna work, of course. It is 1, it will print it, and add 1 to the current value, which 1 plus 1 it is 2, going counter 2, and check it. It is working actually. Let's say 8. 1, 3, 5, 7, maybe 15. But this is not the correct one because many times we have the float decimal numbers, negatives, or calculation. It is not static. So instead of that, the correct method to make the step for our loop, we are using the step command and how much you want to make a jump, 2 instead of 1. So by default it is 1. If you type something like that, it's already is by default like that. So it doesn't matter if you type step 1 or not. Let's try it. For example, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And of course, if I remove that, it is exactly the same. Let's run. Maybe this time 9. 1, 2, 3 to 9. So by default, it is step 1. But if we need more or different, we could type it here, step 2. Now let's run it and say 10. 1 and jumping 2, 3, 5, 7, 9. How we could generate the even numbers? Of course, it is very simple. You could start from the even. You could set 0 or 2. It depends on you. I set from 0. In computer, 0 also it is even number. Note that. So let's try it. 10, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Maybe 15 up to 14. Okay. And we could add more steps. For example, 3. Every 3. 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, etc. Let's say maybe 20. 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. 30. Up to 30. So it is very simple to use a step. Also, we could use negative and decimal numbers too. But note that here, if I instead of type 3, set negative 3 and start running, let's say 20, nothing gonna happen. Why is that? Because on the for loop, it's starting from 0 to the top value, step minus. And because it's step minus, it is going to the negative numbers. So it's never gonna shall pass here. Actually, it is passed from that. For example, if I set 5 and from 0 looking up to 5, and because this is going the other direction, it is going negative 3 or minus 3, minus 6, and it's already past the 5. So automatically will stop running. If you want to do negative, note that you have to set the correct start and end position. So instead of from 0, I will cut that and set here to 0. Now if I run and give the positive numbers, again, we will see 20, 17, 14, and actually counting down. Let's count down by step 1, negative, alright. For example, 10 to 0, okay. Now we have 10 up to 0.